What's up, YouTube? It has been a while, and I'm actually just going to dive in. I posted up a poll on my Instagram stories the other day asking what you want to hear about the most, and it was heavily in favor of how I lost 20 pounds this year. So if you haven't been following me on Instagram, it's LaurenMcHugh_14. You can go check out my journey on my highlights. So it's under my bio in the little Fit Club circle. I made this decision New Year's Day of 2018 because I was so sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And I know you might hear that a lot when you hear about people's fitness stories, but it's true. Like, you'll find that moment where your mindset just flips. It switch flips, and I just went all in with my health and fitness. And I had this vision of this year finally being that year where I was going to put my health first and make it the healthiest and happiest year of my life. And so far it has been. I am getting married in the fall, but no, that was not the deciding factor for me to get in my best shape. And yes, of course I want to look and feel the best on my wedding day. Who doesn't? But I just had enough. And I'd always said every New Year's Eve, every single year, that the next year would be, quote, my year. Have you said that to yourself before? So I'm currently 27, and I haven't seen what my body is truly capable of until this year because I made it a priority. So from January 1st to July 17th, today, I've lost over 20 inches and super close to 20 pounds. So that said, I am going to share my 10 tips. I'm not an expert, but I know this from experience, and I am a health coach. But I want to share with you what I did to make this into a lifestyle and not just a quick fix. You know, I've done everything under the sun when it comes to quick fixes. And even though they work for a few weeks or just a week or a month, your body will not achieve what your mind does not believe. Meaning, quick fixes are temporary, and a lifestyle change is not about being perfect. There are always going to be ups and downs, but you just have to take action every single day to better yourself. So number one action that I took on my 20-pound weight loss journey, I stopped drinking alcohol. This is my number one tip for a reason. I decided that if I was going to go all in, I could not have alcohol in the mix. So New Year's Day, I was like, nope, I'm gonna see what I'm capable of, and that means no booze for the time being. I actually had a really hard time with this transition, going from wine every night and depending on it, because it really did help me sleep, or so I thought. I basically had no sleep for like the first 2 weeks of the year, and my body's sleep pattern was way off. So if that's you, if you're like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through, know that that's normal. Your body is like adjusting, and you just have to tough it out because it is a transition. And you'll notice though, as you keep up this journey without it, you'll notice you're not going to be as lethargic in the mornings. You're going to have way more energy all day long. You can give more to others, go harder in your workouts, which was huge for me because I would always feel like tired in the morning, and you're gonna be so much more productive. I have been the most productive I've ever been, and I probably owe this to 50% of my decision to just remove alcohol. Remove alcohol, feel way better. I was not consuming empty calories every night because, you know, you get the drunchies when you start drinking and you just consume even more calories. So that was number one. And number two is I got on board with a vegan meal plan that I absolutely love. I'm still on it. And I went from intermittent fasting to time nutrition, which I'm not going to get into because I do have a video on this, and I can link it in the comments, or I'll link it below. But again, it was a transition. It was hard for me because when you go from intermittent fasting, you don't eat till like 12 or 2 in the afternoon. So it was hard for me. I kind of felt sick every single morning that I forced myself to eat breakfast, but I trusted the process. I trust the process. I stuck to the meal plan, and I eat every 2 hours, and I freaking love the meals. Like, I have a burger and fries every single day. Yes, it's a Beyond Burger. Yes, it's turnip fries, but it's amazing, and I'm not sick of it. I love it, and I just replace things when I do get bored or I want to change things up, but I don't eat starches at dinner. I replace so many different foods, and it's really, really been a game changer. So number two would be what helped me most, and that's with my weight loss. And it comes back to me being an all or nothing person though. So I really do need a structure when it comes to nutrition. That might not necessarily be for you. You might just follow some guidelines and calories, but for me, it really, really helped. It's perfect for me. Number three, I went from working out about 5 days a week with 30 to 40 minute workouts to 6 days a week with 1 hour workouts, 40 minutes to 60 minutes. And no, you don't need to spend an hour at the gym every day or do super intense workouts. But for me, again, I had to raise my own bar, raise my standards for myself. And I'm an all or nothing person, as you guys know. So I wanted to make more time for my health and challenge myself more. And that meant workouts that challenged me in every single way. So I did everything from home with minimal equipment. I kind of just started building my weight collection every month. I just went to Target. They have like pretty reasonable weights, or you can get them on Amazon. But I documented every single day on my Instagram. So you guys can check out my highlight that says Fit Club under my Instagram bio to see this journey. But this is kind of how every day went. So every morning I had a routine. I woke up, I meditated, I listened to a podcast, I ate breakfast, kind of forced it down the first month, but again, it was a process. I was fine after a month. I worked a bit because I work from home. Then I took my all natural pre-workout, got my workout in, and then I would take a picture for accountability because it was an 80-day program, and taking pictures really helped me stay on track. And then I can also look at my weight loss progress as it went on because I had really big goals. So this helped me stay on track, and it really just became my routine. So now I am doing this program for the second round, and I am on day 70. And I would say if you're going to do this program that I'm talking about, and you can always shoot me an email if you want to talk to me about doing it, but be really present and stick to it. And I would say the second round though, I'm seeing a lot more definition. I'm being challenged in different ways, and every single workout is different. So I'm not bored. I'm not going to plateau. The instructor and the cast are doing it with us in real time. So that's also amazing and very encouraging. Number 4, community. Simply put, you really cannot hit huge goals without positive influences and support in your life. If you're, let's say you're talking about, weight loss journey, if you're surrounded by people who eat fast food all the time and go clubbing every weekend, that's gonna be your reality unless you have an absolute insane amount of willpower. But if you consciously choose to be around people who lift you up and live an active lifestyle, or maybe they don't understand it, but they're still supportive, you are way more likely to succeed. And I know that from years and years of experience. So as a health coach, I'm surrounded by these people all the time, but I went all in and I made a conscious effort to find more people who wanted to have this all-in mentality with me. So I have boot camps that I host on an app virtually where my clients and I log every single workout, every superfood smoothie, every up and down. We communicate on a daily basis. I love talking to them on an app called Voxer, and I would make videos and post it in the app and talk about dealing with not having wine and putting LaCroix in a wine glass every single night. Or, I give them accountability worksheets to help them stay more accountable, or talk about how to be in social situations and everything. We got super, super vulnerable. So I was on this journey with them. I was able to share everything with them. And now I still do that with my clients, but the support really, really helped me accomplish these goals and little small victories along the way. Number 5, I replaced unhealthy habits with healthy ones. So instead of, mimosas on the weekend, I went on hikes and I invited my friends and my family to come with me. And luckily I already have a pretty active, healthy family. So that was pretty fun. And instead of go out to eat on the weekend when I know I was going to overindulge, because I can't go to a restaurant and not get the high carb food. That's just me. I love carbs. So I don't care how lame this sounds, but instead of doing that, I would watch health documentaries or go on walks and invite my girlfriends to go with me. And these choices matter. Every decision you make matters, and they add up and they build your willpower muscle. Number 6, I cut down on starches. And no, I don't mean I stopped eating bread. I eat bread every day, but I still like carbs, and I mean not carbs, carbs that don't make me feel well. So white bread, white rice, treats, that didn't really tempt me at first. Maybe it did the first month, but when I started seeing progress in my first month and building that willpower muscle, because it is a muscle like any other one, I didn't even look at them. I did not get tempted. So for me personally, with my height, with my weight, and my goals, I really only need 1 starch per day. And of course, this is calculated from a nutritionist, included in the meal plan. So we all know, based on our height, weight, goals, all of that, when to eat, what to eat, at what time. But I just knew I only have 1 starch a day. So I have Ezekiel toast every morning, and I actually cut out quinoa because grain was kind of starting to hurt my stomach, and I feel lighter and more energized without it. You do have to listen to your body, ladies, so make sure that you do. But I have about 2 small servings of fruit a day, but that's it. I never have a starch at dinner either. Number 7, I upped my veggie intake really, really upped my veggie intake. So I have about 6 servings of veggies per day. I used to do like 3 to 4, and now it's closer to 7. If I'm being honest, I have about 6 to 7 servings of veggies per day. I put spinach in all of my smoothies, which I have twice a day, my post-workout recovery smoothie and my meal replacement full of superfoods at dinner. I have green juice as a snack, and I'm a strong believer in this phase, veggies most. And as a vegan, that might seem kind of like, well, duh, right? But when I first went vegan, all I ate were carbs and fake artificial vegan products. So when I branched out and I tried all these new veggies, it was like a whole new set of energy. And I got excited because I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much to try out there. I feel like I was only staying within 4 veggies that I ever ate, and then I'm branching out. So veggies times 10. Number 8, we're getting close. Mindset. I drew a line in the sand that enough was finally enough. And I would always listen to podcasts every day, which I still do. And the motivation YouTube channel, if I didn't feel like working out for my workouts, that's awesome. I made killer playlists to make it through my workouts. And I just never had doubt because I did not want another year to go by where I wasn't wearing a bathing suit and I was making up excuses every single summer why I couldn't go to the beach or why I couldn't lay out by the pool. And yes, a lot of that has to do with my skin, but still, like, I wanted to just feel confident in a bikini. And 7 months later, I finally do. And I'm kind of still on my journey with that, but I finally feel comfortable in my own skin, which I never have. Never have. So I drew a bold line, not a little wavering one where if someone made fun of me that I would binge and stop and regress, that used to happen all the time. No, I was that committed where I would bring my NutriBullet to girls' night and tell my friends and family and following how much this journey means to me. And I just made it a no matter what. So I did not stop having a social life. I get that question a lot because people think, it's really hard to be healthy and still have a social life. It's really not. I just made my healthy lifestyle fit into it. And when you start bringing on more positive influences, it's going to be an easier transition. So for example, I would drink LaCroix in a wine glass, or I would get like a mocktail if I went out, or I would bring my healthy meals and snacks if I went over to a friend's house or I hosted a game night. I replaced wine at night with like sleepy time tea, so I still had that routine because routine is everything. I did face masks and like a spa day and watched chick flicks with my friends instead of gulping down wine and binging on calories that didn't serve my goals. So there are so many different ways to replace unhealthy habits with healthy ones, but there's really nothing wrong with some vino and enjoying cookies or whatever you love every now and then. But for me, I kind of have an addictive personality when it comes to food. I've suffered from eating issues my whole life, so I don't have a, eat a cookie every now and then type of mindset. For me, I really need structure. So even if that's a structured treat meal, I still need it, and that's fine with me because that works for me, and every person is different. Cool? Number 9, my why is stronger than my excuses, period. Today was day 70 of my second round of this 80-day program. Next Saturday for me is day 80, which happens to be the day before my bridal shower, a shower I've been looking forward to like my whole life. What bride doesn't? And I've always wanted to feel comfortable and confident and happy in my own skin, where I can wear a super cute white dress and feel self-love. And the fact that I didn't even realize that I planned this perfectly without even realizing that day 80 was the day before this really special day is really full circle for me. I started out on this journey with the intention of just being the best I can be and getting healthy and fit the year of my wedding, which is kind of an awesome bonus, but it's all coming together and I didn't even realize that. I could not be more excited. So number 10, I replaced all my dinners with smoothies. And this might sound kind of weird, but I look forward to them every night. And while I was doing this health and fitness program and meal plan, and I was actually doing a nutrition program simultaneously during this process, and the nutritionist talked about not needing fiber-filled carbs at night. So those are reserved for my mornings and early afternoons because that's when I need the most energy. And I adopted this into my diet and I saw huge results. So I went to bed feeling lighter, and I also didn't need those carbs. Like I said, you don't need carbs for energy if you're going to bed a couple hours after you eat dinner. So I also love the phrase from this program, dinner and done. So after my dinner, I would go and brush my teeth, or I'd make tea, I'd have tea, and then I brush my teeth, and I go to bed before 10. So that's kind of like my entire routine. So I replaced my dinner of sweet potatoes and crumbles and veggies or whatever it is I was having with my superfood meal replacement smoothie, which was always chocolate vegan or vegan cafe latte. Oh, they're so good. But I usually blend it up with spinach and almond butter and cashew milk and ice, and I would top it with unsweetened coconut flakes, which, by the way, I'm still having this every single night. I still have not gotten sick of it after drinking it every day for over 5 years. And by the way, all of this is measured out. Everything I eat is measured out in portion control containers or color coded, super, super simple, and there's really no way to fail with them. So it has everything that I need to squash cravings. It's filled with nutrients that I can't get anywhere else. So really, that's it. Those are my 10 healthy habits, mindset shifts, tips, whatever you want to call it, on how I lost 20 pounds this year. And now I could genuinely say that I feel healthier, happier, more productive, more energized than I ever have been. And because of this weight loss and muscle gain, I'm so freaking excited to be launching my next program that is all weightlifting and HIIT cardio. It's gonna be a huge change because it's actually only 4 days a week and it's only 30 minutes a day. So it's gonna be a huge change for me, but I needed this hard process. I needed this challenge to be able to step back and now go full forward into this program. So I'm really excited to gain more muscle and burn more fat with the HIIT cardio, get fitter for my wedding and fitter for life, and continue this lifestyle shift. So if you want to join me on this next adventure, all you gotta do is fill out the form in the caption. We can get started on your journey together, start crushing your goals together in a community, because it's so much more fun in a community. So thank you so much for watching, ladies, and be sure to give this a thumbs up and leave a comment if it helped you in any way. Bye, guys.